Hello, Pacific Beach Presbyterian friends. I'm here to do the weekly update for our church. And there's not many things that we need to talk about. Last week, some things changed that needed some explanation. But this week, we're kind of just moving along at a snail's pace and trying to figure out some things. But there are some things that need to talk to you about, and just the first thing is that I just miss you all. I can't wait to be with all of you at one time, and instead of on a Zoom meeting where I see parts of you and bits of you on the screen and we talk, but they're no presence really in those meetings, but that will come one of these days. I'm very hopeful about that. So first of all, just to remind everybody, starting on the 20th, after my class on Sunday, the 19th, the adult class, we will be doing that at 11 o'clock. You'll all be given a link for that. On the 20th, the next day, I'm taking a 2-week study leave to get prepared for the coming year. And there's a lot to think about and to be done. A lot of things that we need to think through, not only just sermons and classes, alternatives that we need to think through, but just a lot of organizational strategies that will be coming about, we think, probably in the fall. So I just need to get away and think those things through and then get back with everybody and talk about them. The one thing I'm going to be doing on my study leave is organizing a stewardship program and theme for this year. It will be different than last year and probably all prior years. But we'll work something out, and I just want to think through that and what is meaningful to you and how you would be spiritually nourished by a certain theme or direction that we would take. So I want to do that. The next thing is that starting most likely in September, I will be doing probably about 7-8 sermons on the Psalms. The Psalms are very, very important pieces of our spiritual literature that gather together our feelings from all over the place. They're not just about peace, they're not just about mercy, grace, or whatever. They're about anger, they're about tensions, frustrations, conflict, and about doubt. So all of these enter into our spiritual life, and I want to explore some of those things with you over about 7-8 weeks. And then we'll be looking then at Advent. So I'll be developing some sermons on Advent and stewardship. So those are my goals over the study leave of 2 weeks. And then I'll be back on August 3rd. And Grant will be preaching on the 26th, and Chris Lenocker will be preaching on August 2nd. So you'll be well taken care of, and I'm looking forward to what they have to say to all of you. The other thing that we've been working on a lot is the reopening. Now, I don't have anything new to offer as far as dates. That may be a little while off, but there was some conversation last night at our meeting in regards to opening up the patio for service, but it would be very compartmentalized, it'd be smaller. Things that we would do in the service need to be changed, and all of this. I mean, that's going to take a lot of organizational understanding on how we're going to do that. Plus, we want to make sure that we can also provide for you a video or a live streaming apparatus. So we're working on all those things. As far as the reopening, which takes us to the third thing I want to talk to you about, and that is the technology. We have applied for a $7,000 grant from the Presbytery. It looks pretty good that we're going to get it for our technology and to boost its capabilities to do the various things that are needed to do to make sure that all of you have access to our worship, access to things going on in the church, like adult classes and so forth, maybe do some live streaming, whatever. We're looking at all possibilities. And if we open up outside, I just feel very strongly that we need to think through how we're going to get that to all of you who are at home and maybe don't want to come at this point, you know. I mean, so just to think through some things. If we opened up somewhere in mid-September, late September, and the numbers are still not looking good, but it's outside, which we have been given permission by the governor and to open up outside. You still may not want to come, and we appreciate that, but we want to get you the service. We want to provide spiritual nourishment, worship, and a sense of community as best we can for all of you. So we've got to think through some of those things that would be important for you to experience if you're not going to be there on a Sunday morning. So those are the three big things that I wanted to talk to you about, just to let you know that, you know, we're just not sitting around waiting to open up, boom. No, we're not. We are absolutely taking every opportunity throughout the week to think about these things, write them down. We're presenting them to session very soon. And we'll probably have about, we'll have 3-4 pages of guidelines that we'll present to the county, Presbytery. We'll have probably 1 page for you, the congregation, to look at and to make sure that we're all on the same page when we get back together, or if we do the modified thing of meeting in the patio. But there's a lot of things that need to take place before we do that. So even though that may be exciting for you right now to think about getting back together, there's still some things we need to think through and get done. We may know what to do, but we just got to get it done. So anyway, the preschool, it's back, and you know, things are going as well as possible. Parents are very supportive. Amy has been on target on getting everything together. Yolanda is back working. Teachers are back. Our one teacher that had COVID is tested positive for COVID, is doing well, very well, and so I hear that she may even be back pretty soon because it's moving on. So we're just thankful for all of that, and the big thing is that the parents feel very supportive of what we're doing to maintain the integrity of the school, maintain the openness and but yet to keep their children safe. So, and I just want to thank all of the people that have worked hard around the church. I know that Neil is working hard at the mailroom. Chris is working hard to make sure that everything stays sanitized because we come in on Tuesday to do the worship, and I know he's got to take care of that. And there's a lot of things that he's doing that makes things go around and so forth. So anyway, it's good to talk to you. I'm going to go back to studying and writing, getting an early start on my study leave. I'm going to start reading some of the Psalms again, writing some notes down. So I plan for a nice afternoon. It's 1 o'clock now at my time, and I look forward to just relaxing and studying and getting some things done. And I'll be thinking of you while I studied how it is that these things come alive to us. Anyway, stay well, stay safe, and God bless you all for your diligence in following Christ. Amen.